Hello and welcome. My name is Bridget. I'm so grateful to have you here and thank you for tuning in. Whether you are new here or have been to one of my videos before, welcome and hello. In this video, I'm going to share just a little bit of my story of why I do what I do, why I practice breathwork, meditation, yoga, lots and lots of things to help the mind calm down and to help you find your fullest expression. Here's a little bit of me. And if you resonate with anything that I will share, any moments that you feel connected to, feel free to leave a comment in this video or you can send me a message. I would absolutely love to connect. Or even if you're experiencing what I have gone through, please feel free to reach out and I would love to share these practices with you. I grew up in the United States, outside of Washington, D.C., in Virginia. I was so fortunate to have nourishing food every single day, to have a roof over my head, to have water, education, a family, a mother, a father, brother, sister, and a dog along the way. My childhood consisted of education, family, friends, gymnastics, a lot of gymnastics, and some travel. Most of the time, you could always find me with a smile on my face, but behind closed doors, on the inside of my system, I felt so disconnected. I felt so out of reach from myself, my intuition. I had so much fear bubbling up in my body. And I let my negative thoughts run my world. I remember in middle school, I would turn to self harm and I would allow those negative thoughts to build pain within my body and hatred towards myself. And feeling that inside made me want to disconnect even more and bring pain externally. It was a way to help my system understand that the pain I inflicted, I was, reflecting that back to what I was experiencing inside. I didn't understand. I didn't know a way out. My mind would just keep going down in circles, ruminating in things like not being invited to places and just thinking that I was a bad person, thinking that I was not enough, thinking that I was not worthy of love. And that's one thing that, reflecting now, I craved the most. Moving from my young years to my teen years, the self-inflicted harm settled down. I actually almost got caught. I almost let someone see that pain. And I didn't want anyone to see, so I just stopped and suppressed even more, let my emotions just sit inside and not be able to live or express or be seen. In middle school and high school, I started to turn towards alcohol as well as college. And I thought it was so normal because where I grew up, that's our culture. You go to high school, you go to parties, you drink, then you go to college, then you drink. And then it seems like our whole life is surrounded by this drinking, by this toxicity that we pour into our bodies. I knew that I didn't want to drink ever. I just didn't know how to not. I didn't know what life was without it. Alcohol made me feel confident. It made me feel less anxious. It made me feel powerful. It made me feel cool. It made me feel pretty. It made me feel like I was on top of the world. It made me feel connected with others. It made me feel validated from others, especially with my parents. They drink in an intentional way. which is beautiful, but I did not have that perspective growing up. So I took it into a negative way. With reflection, I realized that I was drinking to suppress my emotions. When I was not under the influence, I was feeling deep anxiety, depressive thoughts. I was shoving down my humor, my expression, my creative ideas with worry, doubt, and fear all layered upon. I was only allowing myself to be happy and to feel when I was under the influence. Everyone would say I was so calm. But looking back, I think I was just hiding my expression. I was hiding my happiness. I was hiding my sadness. I was just trying to get by. I dealt with a lot of social anxiety. I would ruminate on what to say to people, what I was going to say at parties. I would have to go to the bathroom so badly before any social gathering, before any party, any sort of connection with others, especially intimate connection. I had to drown the feeling of anxiousness, the excitement, the whatever it was boiling up inside of me. I wanted it to be burnt. And so I poured fire on it. Reflecting back, I realized this was a problem because I would go to even sober events and bring a little bit of alcohol with me and have to drink a few shots, a few sips of pure vodka before going into these events. The only way I knew how to express was through structure. So, doing gymnastics or cheerleading, that's how I expressed. When you told me, okay, go in this box and you have to do it like this, that's the only way. I was like, okay, as long as you give me structure and I'm not out of line, I'm not coloring outside of the box, I will be okay. I will be safe, right? I was just craving safety. And that's how I found it. From ages 13 to 24, I remember just wanting to be me, just wanting to sing, dance, and authentically express, pierce my nose, dye my hair, wear what I wanted to wear, speak what I wanted to speak, say what I wanted to say, and however I wanted to say it, move how I wanted to move, rather than being stuck and limited in a box. I just wanted to share my creativity. And there was something blocking me. My mind was limiting me, trying to make me feel safe, to make me feel small, to make me feel nothing, basically. It didn't want me to feel because it thought that that was unsafe. I had never touched a sense of safety, a room where you can feel what you want to feel, yell what you want to yell, weep what you want to weep. Until I had my first breakthrough around 2022 when I was 25. This really expanded my awareness over what I was doing, my unconscious habits, and it gave me a way out. I moved all the way to Australia and saw my life from a whole different view, a whole new perspective. A little trail from my brain was created rather than this one lane that I was just walking on. I then went to Bali and did my first yoga training and had my first deep, deep dive into breathwork. Through that experience, I expressed like I had never been able to. And not just express, but express in a safe environment with no judgment, no guilt, no shame being poured back onto the expression. I was held, I was seen, I was witnessed, and I was felt, and I could see me from up above rather than below my thoughts. I could see myself rise above my mind. I felt fear disperse from my body, and ever since then, I've found an ease in taking action towards what I want in this life, speaking my needs into existence, expressing myself authentically, and getting out of the box that my mind wants to put me back in. I know now that I hold the key and I can control my reality. It's the power of safe spaces and your breath that you can truly change your life. If you feel stuck, if you feel anxious, if you feel depressed, your expression is your direction. We are not taught to cope with our feelings when we're young, so we are drawn to pour the pain into ourselves because that's how we feel. We're not told to share. We don't learn that it's safe and it's actually strength to share your vulnerability, and to share your vulnerability you are seen and held and can heal in those situations. It's in the situations where we share and express and are shunned or shamed upon where we tend to hide. Breathwork allows you to take off the veil of your truest essence, your soul, and find acceptance, love, and gratitude to help you expand into yourself and your authenticity. Ever since my first breakthrough, I've been on this lifelong journey, this path to surrender and to soften into my fullest authentic expression. And within the practices that I do and what I share, I want to have that ripple out and have others be inspired to get out of the box, get out of the limits of their own mind, and be able to move more freely in their life. If you feel resistance inside, it's time to ride the waves of resistance rather than get knocked down by them over and over again. Get back up and find the board that helps you smooth sail in the sea. I love metaphors. And I think you deserve to move freely in this life. Everyone is worthy of it. Everyone is deserving of the life that they crave, the life that they want and desire, and the love that is endlessly, infinitely flowing in your body. And breathwork helps pour that love, that light back into your heart so you can find those dark spots and bring them to the surface again. Let them be seen, witnessed in safe spaces. Now, just like you, I am a multifaceted human being. I have so many parts to me. So many parts of me are still coming online, and some are dormant and I have yet to find. Some are unseen, some have been numbed for years, but they are finally coming to life after breathwork. So it's time to get out of your own way and authentically express yourself. And I can't wait to see you and hear what you want to share and see what you want to create. Because I'm right there with you. I want to find acceptance and love and raise our vibration together. I thank you so much for taking the time to tune into this story. And if you resonate, please send me a message or leave a comment below. If you want to join my community where we raise our frequency together through the practice of gratitude, not just speaking it, but feeling it through breathwork and somatics, it is always open for you to join. The door to the house is always open. We have an open door policy. $8 a month, you'll get access to guided meditations, guided breathwork, a global community, gratitude challenges, 2 live sessions a month, weekly live meditations, discounts to future events and future retreats, and journal prompts, and many more. Thank you so much, and I will see you so soon. Mwah.